Atlanta continues to own the offensive glass here in the fourth quarter. Great board.
You lost. You failed. Loser! I don't even play basketball and I would have made that shot. And even if I didn't make that shot, I'd have did something funny. You know, I'd have did something funny. Kate Clark was like, hey, let's hold to the super code hand point.
It's just 35% from three after a couple years in the 40s. Howard misses that one.
Ryan Howard or Alicia Gray, I think Ryan Howard, airballs a shot to win the game late. It lands in Angel Reese's lap, and collectively the whole world said, yeah, she ain't making that. Collectively, the whole world said, oh, Angel Reese has it? Oh, and it's a layup? Yeah, she's breaking that. And lo and behold, point blank range to win the game, we get a classic Angel Reese pray-up.
Angel Reese had the perfect opportunity to become the hero of the night. Instead, she walked away as the game's biggest punchline. And no, that is not an exaggeration. That is exactly what unfolded on the court between the Indiana Fever and the Atlanta Dream. By the time the final buzzer sounded, Reese was not celebrating a victory.
She missed a wide open layup for the win. Great board, just could not convert it.
Was pushed under the hoop just enough to not have a great angle. To OT we go.
She stood frozen beneath the basket, both hands resting on her head, as Caitlin Clark walked right past her with a smile after securing another statement win. If you have ever wondered why this rivalry simply refuses to die, this game delivered the complete answer in 95 minutes of chaos. It had drama, momentum swings, and a stunning finish, enough to get even casual WNBA viewers talking by the following morning.
Reese, you had me laughing at you, girl. I told you, Angel Reese is a pure bum, the worst kind. Angel Reese is the type to steal the trash off your curb and try to see if she can go put it in her refrigerator. The girl can't make a layup to save her life. She missed like 7 layups in the first quarter. Meanwhile, me, the GOAT, Caitlin Clark, I'm putting on shows every single night. 26 points, 9 assists. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever humiliate Angel Reese. Or maybe Angel Reese just humiliated herself, as the Indiana Fever go on to win. 29 points, 9 assists. Am I looking like the...
Let's begin with the moment the matchup became physical, because this was not initially some explosive confrontation between two rivals who could not stand each other. It began with Reese getting completely exposed on defense, plain and simple. Midway through the opening quarter, Clark created space off the dribble and pulled up from well beyond the arc. Reese stayed glued to her, contesting the shot as aggressively as she possibly could. It made absolutely no difference. The ball dropped cleanly through the net anyway.
Because she was crap in this game. A bag of crap. She was awful. Angel Reese was terrible. Speaking of terrible, Angel Reese never beating the allegations. This was to open the game.
With Reese leaking out, finds her.
Lee Sheet, that was awful. Wow, that was awful. One more good time. It did a... Yeah. Yikes. Holy moly. Oh.
That is exactly the kind of play that can quietly crawl under a defender's skin, even when nobody watching notices it at first. You execute the coverage perfectly, you stay in position, challenge the shot, and force the toughest possible attempt, yet the ball still drops. For a competitor like Reese, who has built her identity around being physical and disruptive, that had to stick.
Laughing at Angel Reese for missing the game-winning layup. Helen Keller could have made the layup. It was the fucking second layup that she missed. She missed a wide open drive in the first quarter, and then she misses the game-winning layup. And then, of course, we have the halftime crew just glazing Angel Reese, making it seem like she's a better player than Kelsey Mitchell, making it seem like she's a better player than Caitlin Clark. And Angel Reese with the total brick of a three-pointer. No wonder why they left her wide open, misses the layup. And look of disappointment on both her coach and teammates' face when she missed the game-winning layup. At least Angel was honest at halftime with Holly. I was a little bit impressed by that, where she was like, hey, I am playing like shit right now. I really got to step it up. I will say she is good on defense. She's always good on defense. She's a rebound machine, but she shouldn't shoot the ball so much. This photo just like needs...
A few possessions later, Rhyne Howard put up a shot that missed, sending Reese and Clark scrambling for the loose ball beneath the basket. That was when Reese went beyond the kind of contact you normally see during a physical rebounding battle. Rather than simply using her body to establish position, she appeared to drive her forearm into Clark's neck to keep her away from the ball. This was not a harmless bump or incidental contact caused by two players colliding in midair. It looked like a direct shove toward the neck, the kind of action officials usually review without hesitation. And it did not happen inside a crowded pile where the referees could reasonably claim their view was blocked. It unfolded in the middle of the paint, directly in front of two officials beneath bright arena lights, while multiple camera angles captured the entire sequence.
Howard misses that one, out of bounds, and it will be Indiana basketball. 4:10 to go in the first, and the Fever lead by 2.
So let's go to Angel Reese clocking Caitlin Clark right in the throat hole.
With just 35.
Right here, you're going to watch. There she gets her in the neck, and there she gets her in the throat. Yeah. What are we doing? Neck, throat.
Clark immediately spun toward the officials with both arms extended, almost demanding an explanation for the missing whistle. Everyone watching at home could see the contact clearly. She had taken a forearm near the neck while battling for possession. About as obvious a foul as you will find at any level of basketball. Yet the referees remained completely silent. No whistle, no review, no response whatsoever. Reese escaped without a call, and her reaction suggested she knew it. She did not pause or even glance back to see whether the officials would intervene. She simply turned, jogged up the court, and continued playing as though nothing unusual had happened, as casually as if she had just secured an uncontested rebound.
Look how she hit Caitlin in the neck. Look, watch it. First time, look, second time. Bro, like, what are we doing? And then the refs act like they didn't see it. Like, bro, the refs in Atlanta got...
The online backlash erupted almost instantly, and Reese took the full force of it. Video of the apparent shove began circulating across social media within minutes, collecting hundreds of thousands of views before the teams had even reached halftime. Even fans who usually remain neutral in the Clark-Reese rivalry, those who insist they only care about the basketball, struggled to defend what the replay appeared to show. One viewer argued that Reese abandons technique and positioning whenever a rebound does not fall her way, relying instead on grabbing and shoving. Another highlighted a detail that made the sequence look even worse. Only minutes earlier, Clark had buried a difficult shot despite Reese's tightest contest. Suddenly, the contact did not look like an ordinary hustle play gone wrong. To critics, it looked like frustration spilling over in real time. Whatever Reese's true intention may have been, fans believed they were seeing a familiar pattern once again. Physical, aggressive, and hovering dangerously close to the line separating hard basketball from unnecessary contact.
Caitlin Clark is ridiculous, man, and in my opinion, she's the MVP right now. I mean, this performance by her was just insane, and look at this three right away in Angel Reese's face.
The switch on Reese will fire.
It's really obvious that these two do not like...
But here is the problem with that kind of gamesmanship. It means absolutely nothing unless it changes the direction of the game. And on this night, it did not produce a single advantage for Reese. She spent the remainder of the first half searching for an offensive rhythm that never arrived, missing one attempt after another inside the paint, shots she would normally expect to finish. Reese opened the game 0 for 6 and eventually ended the night shooting just 5 for 16 from the field. For a player whose reputation is built around efficiency, strength, and dominance near the rim, it was an undeniably brutal performance. She still battled on the glass, collecting 14 rebounds and adding 6 assists, so she did not vanish from the box score entirely, but the intensity behind that earlier contact was clearly not turning into made baskets, and Clark, apparently unfazed by the entire episode, simply continued doing exactly what she had come there to do.
A fast break. She sucks from 3. Boom, whoa. Angel Reese on a layup, can't score it. She stinks. Look at all these layups missed. The girl is awful. The girl is garbage. Here she comes. I'm going full court. Hey, boom, get that out of here. She sucks. Here comes Angel Reese coming down the lane again. Uh-oh, spinning and missing another layup. It's missing another layup. Here we go. She's looking for fouls. Here we go, down low. Uh-oh, I'm spinning. I'm missing another layup. The girl is horrible. The girl is terrible at the game. Here we come, coming down the lane. Here we go. I lost it out of bounds. Down low again, another layup opportunity, and she missed it. She's terrible. Here we go for three. Clank. Here we go. Game on the line. Uh-oh, I can win it. Smoke the layup. Then Naz Hillman follows up and smokes the layup. I mean, you starting to rub off on the other people on the...
Fast forward to the fourth quarter, and the game had transformed into an all-out war. Alicia Gray was delivering a career performance for Atlanta, eventually finishing with a career-high 32 points. Every time Indiana threatened to pull away and bury the game, the Dream fought their way back into it. Then, with the score locked at 81 and the final seconds disappearing, Rhyne Howard launched a three-pointer that struck the front rim and bounced out. Reese battled underneath with Aaliyah Boston draped across her back, yet somehow ripped down the offensive rebound through heavy traffic. This was her opportunity. This was the exact moment all that physicality had been building toward throughout the night. Reese had the ball, the basket directly in front of her, and one simple job remaining: finish the play.
5 seconds. Howard launches. Missed it badly. Reese the putback. Won't go. Hillman, no. And we have...
She could not finish it. With Boston smothering her and almost no room to operate, Reese forced up a putback attempt that never even reached the front rim. The ball fell short with only 3 seconds remaining. The ball spilled loose once again, and Nia Coffey desperately tried to rescue the possession with a follow-up layup, only for Boston to recover and swat it away. Atlanta had 2 opportunities directly beneath the basket with a golden chance to hand Indiana a crushing loss, and failed to convert either one. After spending the entire night fighting, grabbing, and forcing her way into favorable rebounding position, Reese finally had the game sitting in her hands. But when the clock approached 0 and the moment demanded one clean finish, she could not complete the play in front of her.
Did y'all see that game? That was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, and it couldn't have happened to a nicer individual. Angel Reese, probably the most despised person in the history of all sports, couldn't get a layup in. She tried the first time, couldn't get it. She tried the second time, couldn't get it. Even her teammates was like, come on, man. The third time at that point, the Indiana Fever just backed off. They're like, nah, come on, bro. I mean, we feel bad. Go ahead. She's like, I'm Jordan. No, I'm not. Meanwhile, mother freaking King Clark was laughing at her. She was like, the camera caught it. They even had to do a double take. She did the moonwalk. She was like, beat it.
And this was the moment that truly exploded across every social platform. Reese remained beneath the basket in stunned disbelief as her teammates gathered around and tried to console her following the missed opportunity. Then, the broadcast switched to Clark, heading back toward the Fever bench, and she was smiling. This was not some brief, polite grin. Clark appeared to be genuinely laughing at the chaotic sequence she had just witnessed. Perhaps it was nothing more than relief after an exhausting stretch of tense, physical basketball. But Indiana could not celebrate yet because the game was nowhere close to finished. Regulation ended with the score still tied, sending both teams into overtime while they were visibly exhausted and operating almost entirely on emotion and adrenaline.
Free throws here for Rhyne Howard, who's going to resuscitate this game for Atlanta, but Indiana will immediately challenge it. Let's see. Oh, I don't see.
With roughly 10 seconds remaining in overtime and Indiana protecting a narrow lead, the officials whistled Clark for a foul that awarded Rhyne Howard 3 free throws. The Fever challenged immediately, and even the broadcast commentators openly predicted that the decision would be overturned after the replay. The contact appeared minimal, the kind of late-game call that seems destined to be reversed once officials reach the monitor. But after reviewing the sequence, they stunned everyone by allowing the foul to stand. Howard walked calmly to the line and buried all 3 attempts, slicing Indiana's once comfortable advantage to only 2 points within seconds. Suddenly, it felt as though Atlanta had been handed another lifeline in a game they probably should not have still been threatening to steal, not after wasting 2 point-blank opportunities to end it in regulation only minutes earlier.
Oh, baby! Yeah! Yeah! I told y'all Caitlin Clark was gonna put on a show versus Angel Reese and show why she's the real MVP. Not no rebounds, falling everywhere, missing layups everywhere. Angel Reese, your palms were sweaty, knees weak, arms was heavy, was vomit on your jersey already. Mom spaghetti, you're nervous. You look like pure garbage.
Atlanta had no option but to foul immediately, stop the clock, and pray the game could somehow be extended. That foul sent Clark straight to the line. With 9.8 seconds remaining, she calmly buried both free throws without the slightest hesitation, stretching Indiana's lead back to 4 at 95-91. The Dream received one final possession to attempt something desperate, but nothing came from it. Atlanta had already been handed another opening when officials upheld that questionable overtime foul on Clark, briefly cracking the door wide enough for the Dream to steal the game. Nearly every possible break seemed to swing against Indiana during those frantic final moments, yet Clark and the Fever still found a way to finish the job. And that is what should stick with everyone watching this rivalry unfold. It was not simply that Clark won the statistical battle, finishing with 26 points and 9 assists, while Reese endured a brutal shooting night. Indiana survived a controversial whistle, unnecessary physical contact, and one final opportunity for Atlanta to snatch the victory. Yet, when the pressure reached its highest point, the Fever still walked out of the building with exactly what they came for: the win.
Wide open layup on a fast break is by far one of the most embarrassing things you can do in the sport of basketball. Whether you're in elementary school, middle school, high school, college, professional, WNBA, NBA, it doesn't matter. It's just a terrible look regardless. And then missing a game-winning layup as a big, I'm sorry, you just can't defend some of these things. And I always have Angel Reese's back, but we gotta do better. Yeah, she finished the game with 15 points, 14 boards, and 6 assists. That's an amazing game. But then you look at her splits, she shot 31% from the field. She shot 5 for 16 from the field as a big.
But beneath all the controversy and rivalry drama, there was a much bigger story unfolding, one fans should not ignore. Both teams are fighting for playoff position, which means every head-to-head meeting carries consequences far beyond personal grudges and viral moments. Atlanta entered the night with an opportunity to close the gap in the standings, and a victory would have provided a meaningful boost heading into the final stretch. Instead, the Dream squandered a golden late-game chance, while Indiana continued its impressive run, winning the clear majority of its recent matchups. Add in the physical punishment these teams inflict on each other every time they share the floor, and it becomes obvious why this game felt far more significant than an ordinary mid-season contest.
Shoots it, airballs it, right into Angel Reese's lap. And you know what everybody said? Collectively, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking, bricked it. Point blank, with a chance to win the game, bricks it. This is something we see from Angel Reese every single game, Brick City. Earlier in the game, we saw Angel Reese matched up against Caitlin Clark on a screen. Caitlin Clark sees Angel Reese. Oh, this is easy. Step back. Hold up. Easy money.
For Reese, this defeat hurts in a way that reaches far beyond one ugly shooting performance. She had exactly the opportunity she could have wanted: an offensive rebound beneath the basket, a tied score, and only seconds remaining on the clock. It was the kind of moment that can live forever in a rivalry like this. Reese could have turned an entire night of physical basketball into one unforgettable game-winning finish. Instead, she walked away as the player who fought her way into perfect position but failed to convert when the defining moment finally arrived. Clark, meanwhile, absorbed apparent contact near the neck without receiving a whistle, stayed composed, and delivered when Indiana needed her most. This rivalry has been surrounded by physical play, controversy, and endless online arguments from the moment these two entered the league. But on this night, all that noise ultimately mattered less than what happened beneath the rim in the final seconds. Reese had the opportunity to become the hero, and when it counted most, she came up short.